Hello and welcome to another fun-filled edition of Adam's Music Box, where today I want to talk about one of the more interesting of Michael Jackson's many interesting performances. Well, it goes without saying that all of his performances were interesting. You could make the strong argument that he was the greatest single entertainer performer of all time. But there's always something that I've found very special and unique about a free concert that he performed in 1996 in the Southeast Asian state of Brunei. Now, Brunei has a comparatively small population by Asian standards, around for just over 400,000, was probably a bit smaller in the 90s. And in 1996, the Sultan of Brunei, a man with, I think he and Jay Leno compete for who has the world's largest car collection. He owns many hotels. And he was having his birthday at the time. And so, when you're a sultan of a country and you have the world's largest car collection, who do you get to perform at your birthday? Well, the most important performer in the world. And so, he hired Michael Jackson to perform a full set with all the regalia, all of the costume changes, full band, full set, full lights, everything in Brunei. And by all accounts, it was a huge success. It took place at, forgive the pronunciation, Jerodong Amphitheater, and around 66,000 people attended, all free of charge. Which, I mean, if you're going to have a birthday, this is probably the best birthday party ever for the people who attended, and probably for Michael too, because he got paid very well, as he deserved, to perform this show. It wasn't the last time he performed in Brunei either. He would return on the history tour, I believe it was. But this show I just find very unique because obviously Michael is used to playing in venues that, people pay for admission and people line up for hours to get tickets. But the idea of a free Michael Jackson show with no, not a music festival or anything like that, just a regular show, I've always found very interesting. Now, I don't think it was ever officially released in terms of commercial sales, but there were some laser discs made, and Laserdisc was obviously the go-to home video format, and it even rivaled many professional formats of the time in the 80s and 90s. And I believe these were made as gifts to some of the Sultan's crew, and some high-quality VHS tapes were dubbed from this Laserdisc. Now it's all up on YouTube, and as you can see, if you want to go and check out the show, it's just under 2 hours long. I think it's a very, very good show. It's hard to say what Michael Jackson's best concert was because he gave so much of himself to all of his concerts. The choreography was always perfect. The bands were always perfect. The lighting was always perfect. His vocals were always flawless. But I've just always had an interesting place in my heart for this show. It was a mix of stuff, mostly from the Dangerous era, but he did play quite a bit of the older hits as well. And I just think that it's a really cool show. And fortunately, it was professionally videoed. I mean, how could it not be if you're putting all that effort into it? And hey, you want to remember your 50th birthday? Who wouldn't? Lots of people videotape their birthdays, but not many are videotaping a Michael Jackson concert for their birthday. So I just happen to think it was a really unique concert, even among the many unique events that Michael Jackson was a part of. And now, thanks to YouTube, we can all see it in living color. As always, like, subscribe, and we'll see you next time. Take care.